some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Indiana, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And checking out Detroit, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton is accustomed to winning. He says anyone that's been around me knows how much I want to win. The goal, first and foremost, is helping change this culture for the better. I'm here for a reason, to make an impact. To go in the right direction, I've got to be a vocal leader and just...
Well, D.A., clearly he wants to make his mark. Thanks for that report. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. T.J. McConnell is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Smith. And it's Green. And it's Duarte in at the 3, the small forward. And for Detroit, we've got Money. Bodyguard is out there with Champ. Then there's Baller. And it's the Mayor in at the small forward. The Bodyguard. And Greg, for those players who were discussed in trade talks but weren't dealt at the deadline, is it hard for them to ever trust team management again?
You know, initially it is a shock to the system, but you learn quickly it's a part of being a professional. And some guys can block out the noise and manage their emotions. Others will struggle with it a little bit.
And the Pistons with possession here after Malcolm Brogdon's miss. Baller, he's covered by McConnell. Here's the Mayor. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here are the Pacers now. Green kicks to Brogdon. Fades away. Again, Brogdon missing. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Baller. Pass to Castillo. And he's way off from outside. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. And it's Green missing. Here's the Mayor. He's guarded by Brogdon.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
To end the drought, and it's blocked. A pass to Castillo. Baller, he's covered by McConnell. Baller passes to the body, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Up checked in for the Pistons. Smooth comes in for Money. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Look at the Suns. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And checking out Detroit, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was. Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for them.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Indiana shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Pistons leading by 7. Here's Baller. Here's the bodyguard. He's covered by McConnell. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. And that's now 6 points for the bodyguard. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closer. Inside. Five to shoot. Shot from the wing. That shot, no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserve.
But, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Passes to Brogdon. Not enough on that one as it misses. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 14-3 run. Despite being a first-team All-American in college, Malcolm Brogdon Clark was a second-round pick in 2016.
Yeah, NBA teams found out quickly that they had slept on this guy. He won Rookie of the Year, the first winner drafted in the second round since 1965, Kevin. And his numbers have only gone up. Malcolm's become one of the game's more reliable guards, and his leadership is platinum level.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's Smooth. Connects from three-point range.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Cans it from downtown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Tubb. Here's Chimp. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here's McConnell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Smooth. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Detroit. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
In the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Halliburton's checked in for T.J. McConnell. And the Pacers call time here. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
A team that, on paper, they expect to beat. Great teams take care of business against the bottom feeders. We'll see if they can handle that end of the bargain here tonight.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Olynyk, he's checked in for Champ. The Bulldozer comes in for the bodyguard. The Bulldozer, he's checked in for Smooth. And it's the Magician in for Ball. Now, here's Brogdon, coming off a stellar performance against Toronto.
All credit to Brogdon there. Very good concentration, even with the defense on it.
Here's the Magician. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
The Bulldozer, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational. is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here is Halliburton. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Brogdon. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. No good with the layup.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
The Magician. Pacers with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Here's Duarte. 5 points in the game. Now Detroit moving it up. Launches the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip. Especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so is Detroit, taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And one of the league leaders in steals and deflections, T.J. McConnell, explains how he causes havoc on the floor.
It's all about just reading the way they're passing the ball in. If I see a moment of...
He does, boy, he is all hustle.
And undrafted back in 2015. But that energy and effort is what's earned McConnell a place in this league.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And Stephen Clark Pistons pretty much in control here.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Tyrese Halliburton, T.J. Warren out there with Smith. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. And big men's roles have adjusted Clark in today's game. You take a young Clark Kelly and put him in this style of play, what adjustments would he make?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin. I would love to play this up and down, wide open style of basketball. I'm just not sure if I'd be athletic enough to make it happen, but it is more of a face-up rather than post-up game. Maybe I could be part of a small ball lineup, creating havoc with big guys trying to guard me on the perimeter.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Outside Warren. And a miss there on the triple. Detroit leading by 23. Here's Tubb. And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Rubio outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Rubio finding the open man. It seems that's exactly what he was built to do. It's what he's paid to do.
Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. To the paint. Puts it up from 7. To the inside. Here's the bulldozer. Smith with some nice D. Second chance shot. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Detroit shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Shot clock at 2. A three from Warren. No good that time. And the Pistons now going the other way. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And here's Rubio. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
What opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Here's the Magician. Over to the left wing. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
Well, you look at money. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
That one good for 2.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Something T.J. Warren has to his credit, Greg, is one of the more storied honors a basketball player can earn. ACC Player of the Year award.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Hall of Famers who've won that prize. To set yourself apart like Warren did in one of the toughest conferences in college basketball, that just shows the depth of talent this man has always possessed.
Here's Rubio. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his third assist on the night. Here's the Magician. The Pistons have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. He's off on the first.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Champs checked in for Olynyk. Smooth comes in for Dub. And Money subbed in for the Bulldozer. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Malcolm Brogdon has become a Pacers stalwart. He said, I fit the identity of this team as an underdog that overperforms and proves people wrong. I've been asked to be the leader of this team. I lead with my voice and by example. I'll be fearless on the court so that my teammates can follow. Kevin?
I love what he's about, David. Thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. The Mayor comes in for Smooth, and it's Baller in for the Magician. Count the basket. Baller's got his first points in this one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Warren. No good that time. And it's Detroit the other way.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Baller. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
To the middle. 9 feet out. And that's good for 2. Champs got 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And it's Smith finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
To the left wing, the Mayor passes to the Bulldozer. He takes it in, banked in off the glass. 6 points for Baller.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Halliburton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when Sacramento took Tyrese Halliburton, 12th overall in the 2020 draft, they expected him to contribute right away. And Tyrese delivered, winning NBA Rookie of the Month in his first 2 months in the league.
Here's Baller. The shot's good. Baller's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now, here's Brogdon. Out to the wing. Here's Duarte. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana.
T.J. McConnell.
And the Pacers with possession here. The shot by Turner, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Baller, he's covered by McConnell. Here's Baller. No good on that one. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Pistons ahead, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. Here with Rick Carlisle. Coach, what was the biggest concern for you in the first half?
Well, shot making wasn't good early. We had problems defending the post, obviously. And the rebounding is a big challenge with these guys, so we got to pick it up in all those areas.
A lot to talk about as you go through the game. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
How about you, Shaq? And that does it for our halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Champ. Waller is out there with money. Then there's the mayor, and it's the bulldozer in a power forward.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
He gets that one. 10 points for Champ.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Brogdon looking it over. Smith finds Brogdon. 4 on the clock. It's deflected. Castillo the pass to Ball. There's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
For 3, Brogdon. Rebound, Detroit.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
It's good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Will it go? And it's off the back rim. No good.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And he gets it to go. Champ's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Pistons have shot 6 or 7 at the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Bodyguards checked in for Detroit. Ricky Rubio checked in for Indiana. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And then Smith with the dunk.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Pistons.
Waller, he's covered by McConnell. Waller, and the layup is good. Waller's got 12 in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
From 11 feet away, Again, the Pistons good for two.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet. Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's the Mayor, and that one drops. The Mayor's got his second basket.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
On up the court. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Down low. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game.
That's weight room action right there. Excellent strength from Turner. You try to get physical with him, and he can overpower you.
The Mayor passes to the bodyguard. Green with the block. Now, here's McConnell. He's tightly guarded, and it's Green missing.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The Pacers making a switch here. Warren's checked in. The Pistons have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
And the pass to the Mayor. Baller, headed by Green. Here's Champ. Offensive rebound. The bodyguard passes to Champ. Goes up again, and it's good on the way up. Champ's got 14 points now in the second half.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
McConnell passes to Rubio. Outside Warren. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Halliburton's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Detroit's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. To the paint. Lays it up off the glass. The bodyguard's got 8 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. Here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Miles Turner understands his role and is starring in it and does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
And he can't hit the second. Here's the bulldozer. 8 points for him. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Halliburton hits them both. Pistons shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Draymond Green pulls it in. And so Green will bring it up for Indiana. Warren on the wing. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. Tipped away. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Champ. Here's the Bulldozer. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. The Bulldozer's got 10 points in the game.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Warren. That's tipped. Here's Champ. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring
but he knew in his mind he was doing a lot. He had to figure it out and then learn on the rules.